Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I almost said stream. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another build. I don't know when I did this one. I'm sure I could find out, but it was a while ago. I have probably like 4 or 5 of these builds waiting to go out that I need to do voiceovers for. So here is me starting that. It seems like my other build got a lot of views and you guys kind of like them. I've gotten some pretty good feedback on the gallery with my builds, so I decided that I'm going to start posting them, and I hope you enjoy. So yeah, so this build I did, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 months ago, and this one was really fun because it just was super unique. So I've been liking the idea of taking houses from Pinterest. I like posting the ones from Pinterest because it really has given me a challenge to try to match up real life architecture with the grid that we are stuck with in Sims, as well as just kind of putting my own little flavor and taste on it and changing some things up here and there, and it's just been a lot of fun for me. So that's how I've gotten ideas for a lot of these, and some of them do match pretty close together too. It's not just the idea always, but never for interior design because it is just so different, and I just end up kind of changing it into what I want anyway. But always for like a blueprint, it's really fun to kind of read them and look at them and put my own spin on it. So I've had a lot of fun doing that. This one is, I probably should look at a picture, but I'm trying to remember the end design. I want to say, no, this isn't the one I was thinking of. This one was just a lot of fun, and what had drawn me to it was this little pattern, this like front yard right here, like this entryway, and kind of like see me trying to play with the patterns and the tiles, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to come back to that later. But I really liked that part, and I think that's what ended up drawing me into this specific house, was this entryway and the outside of it, outside area, because it was just a lot of fun to kind of play with, because I've also not always been huge on landscaping, so it's been a challenge for me to push that limit as well, and making sure that my outsides look presentable for the house that I'm creating. So yeah, I believe that's what I built this one around, is that's just what had intrigued me in the design process, along with this like little side balcony. And I did kind of realize at some point that the lots may be a little too small for that exact design, but I like that too because it makes me shrink my thoughts down and not making this huge house and making my houses be a bit more realistic for that. Here I was trying to create the reason you kind of see me keep messing with the area right there by the front door. I was trying to create the hallway and how I was gonna kind of level everything out, but I didn't want to lose the shape of the front. And sometimes I'll pinhole myself like that, where I'll start designing something and then I'll change something up, but then as soon as I come back to it, I'm like, oh no, because that changed everything off by 1 square and it threw me off. So I really have to find my focal points in my builds, and I was trying to really focus on the front door. Like, I'm not going to move the front door. I like the door I picked, I like the sides, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So that's why I play with that area so much, is trying to make this hallway and kind of everything flow together without messing up the grids that I have picked out, the spacing, so to speak, not the grids, but the spacing. But yeah, I had a lot of fun designing this one. It was very interesting shape, and I like doing houses that not only are they architecturally interesting, but they make sense. It bugs me most probably when there's not like a bathroom downstairs, or things that it's like, okay, well realistically there would be a space for this down there. So I had a lot of fun. And in this house, oh my gosh, so in this house, it was built around this area that I'm building right there for the stairs. So it was like this cute little like alcove of plants, and I really wanted to, I was limited to what I was able to do in The Sims, but that's why I ended up building this little outdoor garden type area, because I wanted the house to kind of, not the house, that side and the stairs, in the picture, I should find it and post it, but in the picture, you could see the plants and all the green, and it really brings in all the white in the house towards like that green area of some living life there. And I wanted to build, and I ended up building some of the rooms around it as well, because I thought, how cool would that be if they all kind of peeked into like this little atrium that you can't get into or really change. I don't know if I use custom content throughout this whole thing. Those are my favorite countertops though. But in all of my new builds, I don't use any custom content because I like to upload them to the gallery, and I want everyone to be able to download them. Apparently I had a hard time picking columns right there. And I want to be able to, everybody to be able to download them. So I don't do any of my new builds with any custom content furnishings or build items. And then here was like the divider, and a lot of times I do like an open concept where you can always see I just like it open and things like that, but I'm like, I have to try to create these different spaces and do a lot that's going to be out of my comfort zone on what I like. So I liked playing with this one because it was just kind of a flow and going along with what was supposed to be in the design plus what I thought looked better. But this area was very fun, and I spent a lot of time kind of mapping out this living room, dining room area, and I end up really liking it. And I like that although so much is built around this little atrium area, I guess is what we'll call it, that it's built around that, but you kind of can't see it from the living room, which normally I wouldn't like, but I actually liked in this situation because it makes it a little bit more of an intimate, smaller area of the house. And then I believe it's a 2-bedroom. Man, next one I'm gonna have to make sure I do all my research before for the things I'm gonna bring up because I keep forgetting, but I believe it was a 2-bedroom. And yeah, I just had a lot of fun. I love the Scandinavian feel in bedrooms, and it's so hard for me to get away from. But again, this is all custom or a lot of it's custom content, and I don't do that in my builds anymore because I just get more feedback and it seems like it's easier to download. I personally hate downloading homes that aren't furnished. I don't know why. I feel like you don't get as big of a feel for what the designer was going for if you don't know where they had some stuff placed. Even if you end up redesigning the whole thing, I think that it's always a lot of fun to be able to see where that person's headspace might have been at. So that's why I like to decorate my builds, and that's why I ended up not using custom content in the ones I'm posting. But I do use them in my personal builds, but I've even debated because I've done so much now with like my dream house, for example, in that series. And my dream house now is furnished without any custom content, and I actually kind of like it. So I've been debating like playing that or playing the version I have in which it's all custom content. So yeah, that's kind of like my take on it, is I love it. It's like I love custom content and it makes the game what it is, but then I go back and forth and I'm like, do I want to use that here though? Because if I come back or if I lose this or if a game update happens, then I'm not going to be able to have this same space, which I shouldn't. I should just enjoy it. But that's kind of like a dilemma that I have. But I had a lot of fun decorating this room too. Like I really did go all out with the feel of it, and I wanted it to kind of match and make sense, and I wanted there to be woods and the white Scandinavian, but I still wanted it to match like the rest of the house. And a lot of times what I do is I do jump from room to room. I stayed pretty centralized, but same thing, like I started the kitchen and then went into that bedroom. But I like sometimes when I'm doing one space, it'll just trigger my mind for something else. Be like, oh, I need to go there right now. I'm going to forget. So I do that a lot where I kind of jump around, but I think that it helps me not miss things too, where I notice like for example, if I'm in the kitchen decorations, and even though I do all of them and categorize that way, if I'm on like the kitchen decorations, I won't think to go back and be like, oh, that specific book, or that's what I wanted in that room. So if I just kind of do it at the time, sometimes I'll even just make like a huge stack, like a pile of stuff in one area so that I remember that, oh, I wanted all this to be here, and then, or I'll put some of it there and pull it there. So that's usually what I do. So I don't always stick to just one room unless it went the way that I wanted it to. But sometimes I jump around. I'll be like decorating like 3 rooms at once, plus the kitchen and the living room. But anyway, that room looks about done, and now I'm back on the kitchen. I love these cabinets. Again, like to repeat myself, I love these cabinets and these cupboards. It's just so, they're just so like clean. I like the lines. I wish that they had something more like that in The Sims. I don't feel like they have. I feel like it's hard to find ones that you can like mix match or put together. So I really like this option here. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun with all these custom content. I had like all these canned goods and all this stuff, and I had so much fun like making a pantry space that actually could exist and looks real. I definitely have a lot more fun when I can decorate with custom content, because I feel like it just opens up and makes everything so much more realistic, that it's always like in my personal ones, in my ones that I don't upload, those ones I have like a lot of custom content in. But then if I come back and I look at it and it won't have stuff, I'll be like, dang it, I don't remember what I had there and I lost it. So that happens too. But I think it's worth it. Yeah, this house I just had so much fun with. Like, it's so homey and cozy. Oh my gosh, I'm still messing with the way I wanted those steps to go. I remember them just being such a pain, and me being like, well, maybe if I continue this area, I'll get an idea that'll kind of trigger something here, or, you know, just kind of like, I have to do that for my brain to kind of detox and come back to it. I think that little skip right there was me just being like, coming back. This is a different day, I believe. I was done with the build for that night. I couldn't do it anymore. So here's this again. And I love actually leaving builds and coming back to them. I feel like it really does give your mind like a brain reset in the ability to be able to come back and just take it over and be like, oh, okay, this looks better. Like, even me changing that and just kind of opening it up, because I felt like the kitchen was really closed off, and I wanted it to be like a tiny homey feel, but I also wanted it to feel like you could walk around the kitchen, and then I wanted to integrate this laundry room here. So that's why I did that slanted wall that you saw a moment ago. And then this was before laundry pack. I want to go through all of my builds that I do have like this, because now that we have all the laundry stuff, it'd be nice to actually make it a usable laundry space. Oh, I did a fun little design there. I love those. Oh, apparently I don't stay with it. I love those little boxes, but yeah, I think the reason I didn't stay with it is because I have them in real life, and it was just like, yeah, those are always the best for decorating, or for actual storing stuff, so I'm just gonna put shelves there. But yeah, like, I love, like, all the custom content things I have, like, even, like, those little, I think that's, like, a little stack of, soaps and stuff like that. And then, like, lighting, like, little light switches and outlets. I love doing those, too. I haven't lately. I've kind of tried to restrain myself. But I've also, again, like I had said, been doing a lot of builds without custom content, so I actually forgot that I had some of those things. But I made this kind of, like, dream homey vibe. Like, this is so what I would do. Like, going back and watching this again, I'm like, oh yeah, girl, that looks perfect. I love it. I debated putting a door in there because I was like, well, so I did, because I'm like, well, how are they gonna like get in there to keep the plants, or even if they're all fake, like, how are you gonna get in there to change it? So I thought that was a good little segue into the little atrium we got going on from the laundry room. What am I building here? Oh, okay, bathroom. I am so big on bathrooms again. Like, I just love having a bathroom in an easily accessible area. I feel like it makes sense to always keep like I had said before, if you have a bottom floor and there's no bathroom, it just, in real life, they wouldn't have a whole floor without a bathroom where you have to walk upstairs to go to it. And I don't mean because of lazy reasons. I actually mean because of convenience. Like, you're gonna have at least a half bath downstairs. So I like to make those things really realistic. And I think that's something I didn't do here, just in the sense of, I think I only have the bathroom connected to this Jack and Jill bedroom. I don't know if I have another one. I'll have to see when I kind of do a pan around. But, Yeah, it's gotta be. Do I have a second one? I don't know why. It's getting went a little quick there. Got me a little dizzy. Yeah, I don't think I have a second bathroom, which is gonna bug me, and now I'm gonna have to fix it somehow if I don't. But I did really enjoy this, and I like homes that feel like homey and spacious, but also are small. Like, I think I've been playing Sims for so long that I feel like at some point I love, again, sorry to change subject so quick. So see how I was playing with the pattern? I wanted it to be, which I love this, like I think one of the Kardashian homes has like the patterned grass and cement or brick type feel, and I really like it. I don't know if I extend this down, because I was like, okay, well, if your car parked there, then you would make sure that, you know, you had like some space. So I think I kind of leave some of it, because it really intrigued me, and I thought it'd be such a cute idea for the house. And I think I might pull that out somewhere. I hate that I keep saying I think, but I might pull that out somewhere. So see how now I've done the kitchen and a bedroom, and now I'm coming back to like the dining room, when I probably could have just left it, but there's just certain things where I'm like, oh no, I gotta add that. Like if this was my house, it'd be so much more homey here. Like, so that's usually why I come back through and see what I enjoy or what fits in the space, because you come around a lot of different things. Oh, I like to make it dark too, because then you get to see how much the light actually lights up the space, which I really do enjoy doing. Just so that I can see where I want my light placement, so I don't get any weird shadows too. Also, I hate that about the custom floor. When you hit like the top view, if it's like a lot of my custom floors just look like a really shiny mirror, and I can't, like, not a mirror, but a shiny reflection, and I just can't see it very well. But yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Oh, I'm just adding more decoration. I just wanted it to feel so homey and cute. And I just fell in love with like the mirror with like that thing, the little table right below it. And I really liked it. I think I might end up changing it around though. I'm not sure. I love that set of pictures too. Whoever did this custom set of pictures, shout out. It's the best. I think I end up changing the flooring here, because yeah, I didn't want that reflection that you could see right there in that bedroom that I just went over. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go through and re-upload this one, because I don't think I uploaded it due to the custom content. So I'm gonna have to do a little redecorate and re-upload so that you guys can download it. But I really did have a lot of fun with this one. It just felt very realistic and like cute and cozy and homey. And it was a pretty long build. I think it took me like a total of it took me a total of 6 hours to do. Oh, I totally imported this area, and I think I ended up changing the whole thing around. But whoever did this, shout out, because it's so adorable. I should try to make sure I tag this somewhere, because I definitely took and modified this area, and it's so cute. Oh, here we come back with those tiles that I really wanted. I just wanted to integrate them somewhere. That was like the whole reason that I wanted to build this house. I'm gonna have to find out who I got that balcony from, so I can, or patio area from, because it was so cute, and I feel like it really tied in the backyard, because I wanted to make it this like special, I wanted to do something special with the house. I wanted to have like a really like, I wanted it to feel like a sanctuary. Like, even though it was small, I wanted it to have really good architecture and to flow to the outside. And because, like I had explained earlier, I'm not like the best at architecture, or I'm at outdoor decorating and landscaping, I kind of had taken that one just to be like, okay, I like this, and this will go with my house. And then here we go back to the bathroom. Yeah, I had a really hard time trying to get the doors on either side and making it still feel natural. And I always try to turn off BB move objects on when I'm in the bathroom, because the worst thing is when you can't access anything. Now I was making this like a cute little like battle, like I got battle stations going on and everything. I like it. I like this little office area. It was so cute. And yeah, oh my gosh, that's my favorite custom content couch. Yeah, I really enjoy this build. I am definitely gonna have to go back through. Now I do feel like it's been so long. I feel like it's probably been like 4 or 5 months since I built this, and it's so just like adorable, and I'm gonna have to go through and like fix it so I can upload it for you guys. At our old house, we had boxes kind of like that above our computers, our being me and my husband, had a couple boxes like that above our computers. And I do like them a lot, and I like the look that they give, but they also are like the hardest things to decorate and fit. As you can even see, even in the game, I'm trying to decide what looks best and fits in these specific spaces. That was really hard to do in real life too. So we have shelving now because it's just a little bit easier. And I don't know why I'm not shrinking anything down. I think I'm just kind of feeling how I'm filling it out. But I did pretty good. Like, I love all those little decorations and like really making it feel like the sim just packed it with space. And I haven't even done the upstairs yet. I think I just pushed this one out so fast because I was so focused on the bottom. And there's already okay. So downstairs there was that bathroom, the bedroom, the office space, and then the adjoining, and then the living room and kitchen, and then of course adjoining bathrooms. But yeah, so I had so much fun. I'm sorry that I'm not as refreshed on this one as I should be, but I'm trying to, now that I'm seeing it all come together, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, and I remember doing these bedrooms together, and that cool little space that I have right there above the front door that I made like I think I make it a little play area, and then I did like a twin boy and girl room because I thought that'd be really fun. I did have a lot of fun with this build. Like I love making it like look so homey, and it looks like they actually live there, and it's not just like a show home, which of course I love to do. Like I hate like when there's extra clutter, even though it would make more sense if it was like real life. But so I have like a lot of fun changing these around, and that was my chair. Changing these around and doing some of that to make it look more realistic. So here I was also going for the Scandinavian vibe, but I wanted it to also be like a girly Scandinavian vibe. And then I think at one point I'm like, oh yeah, I also have the boys' bedroom, and so I kind of might go a little bit back on this. But I wanted it to make it like girly and fun. So I think I ended up going with more of like a white theme, and then I changed like the little boys' room to a more Scandinavian vibe, if I'm thinking right. Yeah. But I still wanted hers to feel like airy and light, and like I love those I don't know if I actually continue to use them, but I love those like tree decals for the wall. Oh my gosh, and then it's so cute. I love the dollhouses, and I'd put a dollhouse in every little girl's room, but they take up so much space in this game, which I don't like that. And oh my gosh, I love that little flower thing, especially when it's in like a room and it looks like they put it together, and it's so cute. I love little touches like that make it really feel like home and make it feel real. I always have such a hard time deciding on what to put on like the little girls' walls. The little boys, I could do the girls the same, but the little boys I usually use like the wilderness, like I have a little bear and a raccoon and like different animals for my custom content, so I try to play with that. But with the females, I don't know, I just have so much more difficulty figuring out what's gonna go best in their room. And I really do like I do this a lot, and I like the way this one came out, but I definitely do like the very light pastel-y pinks and whites, and I just feel like it's so girly and fun. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. And then yeah, so here these are my two favorite looks in boys' rooms is like this, like the darker blues. Oh, did I make him an older kid? Is that what it is? Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna change this around. But like the darker blues and things like that, with like a little bit of a messy vibe if it's a older boy, versus in a female or like this type of vibe, or the wilderness vibe where I put like the pictures of animals and stuff like that, because I love that. I feel like if I had a little boy, that's how I would do his room, like a fun little wildernessy type feel. But yeah, with the boys' rooms, I like to make it all fun and like put random stuff everywhere, so it looks like they actually live in there, and that's always so great. And yeah, those are probably my most two standard looks that I go for in like kids' rooms. There goes my save. Oh my gosh, you gotta save it every single time because I hated losing progress, and so I'm so particular about saving now. See, I just love the way the front of that house came out. Like, I thought it was just so unique. And then here we go with that tile and grass, and I'm just trying to play with it and figure out what looks best, because it looked, there we go. You can see it all come together. That was like the whole reason that I started building this house, was because of this cool little tile vibe, and I thought it would look so cool with the front like that. I really do kind of jam through the end here, and that's what I said kind of earlier, where I just feel like I went through it super fast, and not in a bad way. Like, I just feel like it serves its purpose, and it serves what it needs to. And yeah, so I love that I did this porch up here too. I don't know if that was in the original build or something that I did where it kind of like looks over onto the cars. I think that's really cool too. And then, see, like, I added bathroom. So I'm like sitting there, I'm like sitting there and I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I not put a bathroom in between these two rooms? What am I gonna do? So I definitely had to jump in and integrate this like quick, because I wanted them to have a bathroom that they share. So now I go into making this more of like a little kid's playroom. You know, I add like a TV just somewhere that like, and I think I end up adding a bookshelf, and just, you know, somewhere that they can hang out, have some space. I wanted to make it a little bit messy, like it was like the kids' space. Like, this is what they utilize. You know, maybe a desk could be added in here to do like their homework, you know, that kind of stuff. So that's what I wanted this room to be, just kind of like a cute little play area. And I add some shelves and things right here, just so, with some toys on it, and just, I really wanted to make it feel like their space. I think I was gonna add like a couch, but I never do, which is fine, because I guess it's like, probably just sit on the floor if you're in there with the kids and hanging out. But so now I move on to the master. Well, you know, after kind of looking through the house after, I end up liking the downstairs bedroom being the master a bit more. So you can do whatever you want, but I do make this kind of like a nice little bedroom with an ensuite. As far as the flow up here, just because I thought it would be kind of cute to have maybe the master. I like that you kind of get to pick, and you can make the other one a guest bedroom. You know, you can kind of decide. I had a little bit of trouble designing this room because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I guess space-wise, to go back to it, this is probably more like the master because it does have more space. But yeah, I changed this bedroom up quite a few times. I was having a hard time because I always end up with like the same bed and like the same style, and I still wanted it to feel like cute and spacious, but like, you know, I don't know. I like how it came out, but it was kind of like a modern black and white type feel, and I like that it kind of matched the rest of the design of the house. And then I love that little scale thing, and I don't use it near enough. I think it's so cool, and I always forget. And then I liked it in there, and I was going to move it out here, but I decided that it looked really good in the bedroom, so I just threw some more pieces here. Again, a lot of that's custom content that I don't use in my builds normally, but this one was one of the first. Yeah, it's really cool. I actually want to go back through. I was kind of thinking about it even the whole time filming or doing this voiceover. I've been like, oh gosh, I just need to go back through really quick and redo it all so that it's not custom content anymore. So that way when I upload it to the gallery, you're not missing like half of the items in there. It's going to take some time, but I think I get more feedback when there's no custom content there, and it makes it a bit better, which I have my issues with it too. Like, I have a little bit of like, oh, should I even use custom content doors and stuff like that, but the decorations are so much fun. So but yeah, I think this house would be fun to go back through. It was really fun to make, and I love it. So I added this little like workout room, which I like it because I like rooms that have, I like houses that have space where you can kind of change the room into what you want it to be. Like, it could be a bedroom later, or something like that. Like, it gives you some play, so to speak, so that it's a little bit easier to do yourself. But yeah, and I didn't get too crazy with decorating the shelf. I just didn't want it to be too busy. I wanted there to feel like there was open space. And then yeah, so here, this will be like a slow version, but here is the finished product. The whole reason that I started was because of that front of the house, and I just thought it looked really cool. Very interesting, and I like the little porch on the outside. That's so cute. I love the way when you could like see into the houses. It's so much fun. That sidewall is a little odd. Maybe I should have done something different, but I think it's cool because it does give you like space, like the illusion that it's your garage. And for some reason, now that I'm rewatching this, I don't know why this specific quality is so weird. Maybe I'll have to go slower in some of my next homes and take some more pictures. But anyway, this is the top floor. So this is where you come up from the stairs. You got like your open little game room, you know, son, daughter, whatever, male, female, bedrooms, and a guest or master bedroom with an ensuite. So you got 2 bathrooms up there, plus the workout room, and 3 bedrooms. And then you have, oh yeah, I noticed this when I went back down. The window was coming through. I must have had the BB Move Objects on cheap. But yeah, and then you have this really nice bedroom down here, which actually is my favorite, and it does have its own bathroom too. So you could decide, and then this cute little atrium in the middle, laundry room, yeah. And before I upload it to the gallery, I will go back through and remove custom content. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!